welcome to the studio, and we are going to start a new series as we go into 2025. I will be focusing more on self-portraits, and I'm going to do my best to show you some of the step-by-step process from like right now. We haven't set up, so I'm going to start setting up. I'll explain my setup and what we're trying to do, etc. Specifically for this shoot, I've been wanting to do a infinity mirror shoot. If you're not sure what that is, I'll pop up a couple examples. I can think of two artists off the top of my head who did really beautiful infinity mirror shoots. So I'll just pop both their photos up there for you to see. And then I will show you how you kind of create that effect. And then how you actually shoot for that effect, which will be interesting, especially even more as a self-portrait. So this is kind of our space and our setup. And I will also say sorry for background noise, as we do have fan, and Yoda is out and he might meow, and the fan is on because it is cold downstairs. So this is where we're going to be shooting. The backdrop can go over the bench, or I can move the bench. I'm undecided about that. I know that I'm going to be here with a smaller mirror, and then we're going to place a larger mirror here, because to get an infinity kind of effect, you have to have a mirror shining into a mirror. If there's another way to do it, let me know, but like that's the main way that I've ever seen done, just naturally when you see two mirrors and you look into them, like elevators and stuff, a mirrored elevator. So we're gonna do that setup here, and I'm gonna go grab our big mirror, which I have a big rectangle mirror, as well as we do have like a full-length mirror. So we're going to try for the shorter mirror first, just because it's shorter and larger, and I don't really want to move that one. But if I need that one just because it's taller, and I might need the height on it, so that's where, like, I don't know, having like a 10 by 10 mirror would be great, or a mirror wall specifically for this. But yeah, so we're going to get set up, and my big square mirror I was talking about, and it's here because I actually had this set up, as well as the smaller mirror that I want to use is here, but I might also grab one from upstairs. But we're going to grab this mirror and put it in the other room, and we'll also grab our smaller mirror. And I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was thinking that I wanted to add flowers, but we'll see how this goes, because I might add flowers or I might add fabric, but I feel like maybe that's getting too complex, and I just want to get the basics of this kind of for the video, and then maybe I'll show some snippets of adding extra elements in to the shoot. I also kind of feel like maybe I'll do this another time, because I know that one of the photographers that I like, she did a mirror shoot, and she had a bunch of flowers within it, so creating like a flower box. So I will pop her photo up again just to show that. But let's get these mirrors moving and get set up in the other room. Grab the smaller mirror. This is the smaller mirror that I think will be better for posing with, because it's just kind of body size. I do need to clean it. As well as I might, like I said, grab one more mirror from upstairs, but I'll give that a second so I can kind of figure out my setup real quick on the mirrors. Alright, as always, almost everything I use for shoots is from a thrift store, so I think this is supposed to be like a wall-mounted bathroom vanity mirror above your sink, but I just saw a giant sheet of mirror, so that was exciting for me, because I was like, oh, I can use this for multiple things. I also have an idea of using it on the ground and kind of surrounding it, and then having like a reflective thing. I guess that would be kind of another way to do the infinity mirror, if I had more. And not mine, because mine came in packs, but more of the Mylar paper if I got the roll, because the roll would be, sorry, now I'm thinking off topic. Okay, other idea, besides trying to line this up. So I have this backdrop here, we have a pole, I have one weight on one side, I have the mirror leaning up kind of here. I'm going to grab a couple more sandbags. that's how we're gonna set that side up. So it's like that, and I'll show you guys kind of the view. So if I like center you, so whatever's happening in the mirror back here is reflected in the mirror. Which, there's a little bit of grime on that mirror, so I'm gonna have to clean it. But yeah, see, like if I'm seated, that's why I was like, I think it might work with the square. So we have that going on. And then more specifically, this moment. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Halfway. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what happens if I roll it here. Can I get you in my infinity shot? Yeah, but you guys still can't see it. Yoda, I can hear you. What's up? Okay. I will now try and... there we go. Okay, now you guys can see my kind of infinity shot. It doesn't help that my mirrors are dirty. I should clean them. And Yoda's joined us. But yeah. So if you have two mirrors reflecting, you'll get... And you just gotta angle it. So that's gonna be the interesting part when we take photos. But I think I should clean the mirrors and maybe change into my outfit for photos. And I think for YouTube, or just in general social media, we're gonna go pretty PG, or if anything PG-13. Sorry, I'm having fun trying to figure out the infinity. I hope that's not bothering you guys. So I think I'm gonna wear a dress for the first part of this, just for the YouTube. I bought a nude leotard so that I can make censored content, mainly for Instagram, since I can't share my fine artwork, since, you know, I'm all about normalizing bodies and enjoying yourself, so, but the internet is not about that. Look, we have Infinity Yoda. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go clean the mirrors and change outfits. Okay. And paper towel. There's no yes. Alright, my original dress did not work, but I have gowns. This one's actually one of my favorites. It's actually a really beautiful vintage gun sacks dress that I got off eBay. The hair is not doing anything that I want it to do, so we'll figure that out later. Also, when I take my actual self-portraits, I will not have glasses on. I never really take portraits with glasses. Alright, so I'm hoping that I can show you guys kind of what I'm working with. Okay, yeah, there we go. So like right about there. Yeah, you guys can kind of see it. Not as well as I can. But it really depends. Like if I lean too far this way, we start, like I'm leaning back. So then it starts showing me like the green. Yeah, you guys can see that. And then if I go back down and we go right about here, we get the full infinity effect through the mirrors. And then it kind of comes down to like what I want to do for posing also. And I will also say that obviously like you guys and this pedestal will not be in the frame, but I wanted to show you how I was figuring this out. So I've already kind of played around with this, and I know that I want to do one with the mirror kind of upright and somehow looking over. I think I actually had the mirror, yeah, sitting in my like lap to the dress. Yeah, so there we go. And then I can like look over nicely like this. And I think that will be a very nice shot, is kind of this way. And then another shot just, and I do think it's a little bit creepy because I have the kind of Victorian dress on, but this dress is actually from the 70s, inspired by the Victorian dresses, I guess. But another shot I kind of want to do is maybe figure out how to get myself kind of hidden behind here and do more of a headless shot. I think that will be kind of fun. And then I want to rotate the mirror is my next thought. And we're going to find it. Yeah. Because if I rotate it, I wanted to have it more at like an angle. Because I feel like that looks like I'm cradling it. And I would like a shot of me just kind of resting. I feel like that's very gentle. Is a thought. And then I can also just do a full, all the way oblong shape, which this would also kind of be a cool pose. But that's kind of what I'm going to do next, is just kind of start shooting. Not shooting yet, because actually I'm going to show you guys my lighting idea, because I can't decide if I want to do softbox or if I want to do a little bit more drama lighting and just have a spotlight more on me. So I think we're going to start with spotlight, see how I like that, and then if anything we'll switch our light to a light box. So I'll put that down, and then just real quick I'm going to pan you guys this way. So that's my strobe right there. Boop. It's a 300 watt, I think it's Gordex for the brand. I have other ones that are newer, but that one specifically is a Gordex and is one of my original lights because the other two got stolen from the old studio. But yeah, I have it set up. I have a snoot on it, as well as I used a little bit of aluminum foil to try and make a smaller hole for the light. For the light to go through, so it's more concentrated, but we will see how this works. So give me a moment. Alright guys, we're back. A few things. So the mirror is still here. Camera was elsewhere. I think it was like off to the side. I moved it to directly behind the mirror, and now we have some weights on the tripod so that I can take a straight shot of myself instead of an angle shot, and it looks better. And I had to pull this light a little further back because it's already on kind of its lowest setting. So I don't know if you don't know anything about lights, if your light is already on its lowest setting, another thing you can do to it'll lessen the light but it'll make it wider is to pull the light back, versus if you bring it closer it'll be brighter, but it'll be closer. So your light source, boop, closer, pull it back. So I pulled it back, and now it's really nicely lit, as well as we added in a reflector with a light bouncing off of it to create kind of a soft glow on the outside. I will turn the lights off so you guys can see what our setup looks like. So my light is also set on like a warm light setting so that it reflects the warm tone there, and then the mirror and the camera that you can't see, and our strobe is over there, and I have the mirror, and I'm gonna try and shoot a bit, but I don't know how much you guys will see except for when the strobe pops off. So but I want to show you guys a little bit of the shooting, so we're gonna try and do that. probably post for that first one. But I have my self-release timer. Again, we're kind of in the dark, so I don't know how much you guys will be seeing. So I can set the timer like this, and take my photos. And then I'm going to have this mirror, as well as, I just took them off. I left them by you guys. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything. So this is how I shoot already. So I'm trying to think, because it looked like I got myself in the last bit, but I took about 10 photos and I only really got one that actually did the effect I wanted, and it didn't do it fully. So I'm trying to think, because I think when I actually take the picture I move, so I really have to get where I want the mirror, and I think maybe I have to raise it up just a little bit for the camera, so we'll see. Okay. And then I've learned that if the mirror is on my lap, it's a little too high, so it's got to go like kind of between my legs, but I don't want to look too wide. So trying to figure out how to kind of make my legs a little off to the side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, and then we gotta find myself. Okay. And then again, I think because I'm pointing downwards for the camera, it's a little higher. So I think I have to raise the image up just a little bit to get it. So I think I have to go right about here. Right about there, and bring it up just a little bit. And this way it's like more horizontal, so the mirror is longer, so it takes up a little. I wish I could hug it. It's not really a hugging mirror. I just felt like this mirror went better with my outfit. Okay, we're gonna go for vertical, so the long way, which I can do a bit more with, and I can see more of myself. But this again, I feel like I'm leaning down, and because when I looked in the photos, it was like the dress. I don't know, it was like this part. I don't know, not me. So I, again, think I have to figure out where I am, and we're leaning down, so I bring it up just a little bit. And this is where I do it quick, so I'm gonna push the button, and then I drop my remote so that I can pose with my other hand. It's a very quick motion. You gotta be very quick, and sometimes I have to take like 5 photos to get the right hand gesture. I wanted one with the hand kind of on the mirror, opposite of the mirror. Opposite. Alright friends, I am now cleaning up. I have shot for about like 2 hours. I shot with the mirror and the blue dress, which you'll see in this video, and then I shot some fine art stuff that I can't show on social media, so that'll be on my Patreon with this mirror. As well as for my camera nerds, I was shooting with my 17 to 40 millimeter Canon lens on my Mark II 5D, And our settings was 40th at 4.5. ISO was 2500. I'll put a little thing here with that information, and then I'm going to finish cleaning up. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. So like, subscribe, comment. Again, going to be trying to do more of these self-portrait shoots and videos going into 2025. That's really my focus. So if you have a concept for a shoot that you want me to try, leave it in the comments. Have a good day.
Hey, son. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn, I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Megan, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Ain't got it, they just be talking. Ain't got it, they just be talking. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit on me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Falling so hard, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you can't let.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.